It's Vita Loca in the mornings. Unfortunately, Vita couldn't make it, Kev. She
Okay.
sends her apologies.
Okay.
We're all disappointed, but I'm here.
Why couldn't she make it? What's the problem?
Um,
Give me the lie.
the movie is awesome, so let's just get straight into it.
Cool. So I guess I'll pop it up. Hey, kid.
How are you?
Hey, good. So you got to work with Malcolm D. Lee. What was it like? You know, and he's done some of like my favorite movies, Undercover Brother, and
Oh, wow.
Barbershop and stuff. So
Wow,
you
you're
know
a fan.
that
You know his work. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So you know the fact that you actually wrote the movie. What was it like for you guys to tag team and get this project out?
Well, I'm not a credit hog, so it wasn't just me by myself. We had a team of writers underneath my Heartbeat Productions umbrella. Harry Ratchford, Matt Keller, Joey Wells, myself, Glenda Richardson. Then we had a pass done by Nicholas Stoller, another pass done by John Hamburg. So there were a lot of great comedy minds that had their imprint on the script. Malcolm was our go-to because Malcolm is unbelievable when it comes to dealing with ensemble.
Yeah.
When it comes to large casts and really following the narrative between all characters, that's where he shines. So
Right.
in a movie like this, we knew it was a large cast. We wanted to make sure that everybody had a solid foundation and it was grounded enough to where the audience could invest in everybody's story.
And that was, you can tell it was really played out, and that was really interesting, especially with, without giving away the movie. One of the characters in particular that was there but wasn't really physically there.
Yes.
So it was interesting to see, that connections and that bond, between the characters. Another question I had was, this movie talks about has a big message on like integrity and just being sincere, and especially in a world where social media kind of lets people describe or they can be who they want to be.
100%.
So how does a movie like this kind of help people like embrace where they are, like at that point in their time, and say like it's okay for me to be here, and whenever it's time for me to get there, I will, but you got to work at it.
Well, in today's time, it's very hard to find that sense of originality within anything that you're doing in the entertainment business. Everything has been done or redone or reformatted.
Nothing new under the sun.
Yes,
right?
pretty much. So for us, we said, how do we find a unique spin? What do we do? What can be the underlying message within this film that we can follow throughout the tone of all Heartbeat Productions movies? In other words, through anything that's developed by Kevin Hart, what are you walking away with?
Right.
What's the tone?
What's the underlying?
Yes, there needs to be something.
And you feel it.
So with this, like you just said, perception is key.
Right.
Perception somehow precedes reality. So many people live for what we want you to think instead of what the reality actually is. In this case, the character that I play is a guy that lives in a false world of reality.
Right.
And the reason why is because he's giving the perception to a woman that he's so in love with to be one thing.
Happens. We're human.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But he wants it to be one thing while in all actuality it's another. And the reason for that is because he feels like without my life looking like it's this, I may not have this woman.
Right.
So I'm afraid to be myself. And in me being myself, oh my God, I'm not only flawed, I'm struggling with learning disabilities.
Right.
There's a higher definition behind why I don't have my diploma.
Right.
And it takes me getting around this group of misfits that are suffering from the same type of problems, where we have to band together, motivate, inspire one another, and we realize that we can be whatever we want to be as long as we become ourselves. Why am I so afraid to be myself? That's one of the most important messages in the movie is you are who you are, embrace it, be open about it, and others will somehow, some way come to you when it's all said and
And I'm
done.
not gonna lie, I walked away feeling like, you know what, I'm all right.
Yeah.
You know what, like I'm all right. So that's cool. I appreciate you.
That's a good thing. I appreciate it. And I love the fact that you got the message.
Being a comedic rock star that you are, Kevin, and I know I read somewhere you gave Tiffany Haddish her first loan when she was going through her struggles. How does it make you feel seeing her come into her own, and now being in a movie casted by you, to now seeing her just embellish and how did you know that you guys would have that comedic chemistry that you guys have? Because it's obvious in the movie.
It's I mean, look, it's a beautiful thing, knowing where she's come from, knowing where I come from, to see her rise to success happen at the speed that it happened is unbelievable. I mean, our story is so ridiculous. It's a clear example of how life literally comes full circle. You know, from the days of Alone, where the money that was given wasn't an absurd amount of money, but at the time it was money that was put to make great use by her. And from going from a homeless position, from sleeping out of her car, to figuring out a way to support herself off of comedy, somehow grinding to the point to where the comedy turned into acting, and she put herself in a position where I casted her in my TV show, Her Husband in Hollywood. After that, she started getting small movie roles, and she got a movie. That movie ended up becoming one of the biggest hits of the summer. That movie spun into her getting this movie. That then turned into other outlets. She's now an Emmy Award winner. She's got about 2 to 3 movies coming out. She's on The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. I mean, there's so many things that are happening where you sit back and you go, oh my God, in a period of 3 years, she's now the female face of comedy.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about her is that she's so humbled and appreciative of it. She's embracing it. She's not just letting it go by and not realizing what's going on, which makes me truly believe that she's gonna be around for a long time. You know, I pride myself on longevity. You know, I was supposed to be an overnight success 8 years ago. So the fact that it's still happening and it's still happening at the highest level, it shows persistence. And when you're a talent that has that, you're no longer a talent. You are a person that embraces the opportunity and now creates your own. And that's what she's doing. So that's why I applaud her.
I know we're running out of time. Let me thank you for having this interview with us. We appreciate it. For the one time only, on record, on video. There was an awkward.
Got you.
There was an awkward moment when I went like this to you as well. I went.
Yeah, of course.
And then he was like, "What was that?" And I was like, was that a violation? I don't know.
It's called a weird tap. Everybody gets that.
One last thing. When I say Dallas Cowboys, what comes to your mind?
And this is in no way, shape, or form a shot to Dallas because it's such an amazing city.
Right. Ooh, here, I want to give it to her. She's a Dallas girl. That's a Dallas girl.
Just hear me out for a second. Hear me out.
Kev, don't do it.
You guys are such an amazing city. With amazing people. You know what else you guys have? You have an amazing aura. Like when I come here, I don't know what it is. It's something that's in the air, and it just says.
Kev,
it just says,
you going around the catch,
wow.
Kev. We want to know about the boys.
You know, they say that everything big is in Texas. I've heard that a lot. And you know what I think right now when you say Cowboys, I think tough times. I think not a good time to be a fan.
Wow.
I think starting over. I think you know what I think? Rebuild. I think Legos. Like, you know, with a Lego, like Legos.
So you think
because you start from the bottom with Legos and then you got to build it. You got to build it up. But, you know, I think, you know what else I think? I think bad time to have that big expensive stadium because you guys got to fill it right now. I don't know. I just don't know if everybody's coming.
Kev, I agree with you. I would say dreams and nightmares.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Dreams and nightmares. But I understand that it's an amazing city with amazing people.
All right, thanks.
You're one of them.
Thank you, Kev. Yeah.